Hello again, fellow BeachBum traders. Thank you for joining us for part 2 of our weekly trading game plan for the trading week of February 19th through February 23rd. We're in part 2 of our weekly trading game plan. We'll be selecting our top swing trading stocks to watch, stocks in our bullpen, stocks in our shopping list. We'll also discuss strategies for using dividend payers to generate income while we wait for our top swing trading stocks to set up, and also looking at several option strategies for also generating income in addition to our swing trades. So let's get started. Welcome to Ricky Khan. Thank you for joining us in the chat today. Hope you're doing well. So here's our Google document with our notes for part 2 of our weekly trading game plan for February 19th through February 23rd. We keep our notes for our weekly trading game plans in publicly accessible Google documents. Our notes documents contain links to bonus videos, the tools and resources we use to put together our top swing trading stocks to watch list, etc. If you haven't already seen part 1 of our weekly trading game plan for this week, titled Inflation Still Smoldering, we would highly recommend you also view part 1, which you can do via the link in our notes documents, as this part 1 contains our market analysis, our trade strategies, trade ideas for this trading week. We keep all of our notes in a publicly accessible Google Drive folder, so you can refer back to the notes for part 1 as well as previous weeks, and you can also find a direct link to this publicly accessible Google Drive folder in the description box below. So firstly, we'll go over our trade updates for this week, and then we'll look at the charts also in Webull. So our trade update for this week is we went long FAZ. FAZ is the leveraged inverse ETF on the financial sector, so it's a bear 3X on the financial sector. We went long on FAZ, so shorting the financial sector on February 15th at 12:01. So again, we've been talking about, further potential issues with the financial sector, the regional banks. We did see this at the end of the week. They did pump up the financial sector as a little bit of a flight to safety rebound at the end of the week. So FAZ is still a little bit down. So it's still opportunity to get into this trade if you're interested. Just a quick reminder, you can get real-time trade alerts when we enter or exit a trade via joining our Patreon at any level. As soon as we enter or exit a trade, I post to our Patreons who get email notifications of our entry or exit. We also have several channels in our Discord available to our Patreons. I will show you those channels. The first is a Thinkorswim alerts channel. I also have price alerts set up in Thinkorswim. When those get triggered, they get automatically posted to this Thinkorswim channel in our Discord. If we follow up that trade as we did with FAZ, you see I got triggered when FAZ hit its 52-week low, which is FAS at a 52-week high. Then if we follow that up with a trade, I would post that in the Thinkorswim channel. If it's not directly related to a Thinkorswim trade alert, then I would post it in the trade alerts channel. And again, any level of our Patreon has access to those channels. We also have a real-time alerts channel. My automated systems generate real-time alerts when stocks are moving up, breaking out near our current price targets. And you can get access to that real-time alerts channel by joining our Patreon at the All Access or VIP level. If you'd like to get more information about how you can use that alerts channel to get alerted when stocks are moving up, breaking out in real time, you can view that via the bonus link to that video in our Discord or in our notes. And we'd love to have your feedback about what other types of further types of alerts you would like to see in our alerts channel that would help you during the trading day, trade in real time, make money trading. So please let us know what else you would like to see in terms of alerts. Welcome Alan Krantz, Easy Mike, Sydney Osborne. Thank you all for joining us in the chat today. Hope you all are doing well. So if we look at that FAZ trade real quickly in Webull, see we entered here on the 15th where it was sitting at that support level. You can see it dip down a little bit Thursday, Friday. Again, it looks like it's swinging back up. So again, if you did get our alerts via the Patreon or our Discord channels, there's still an opportunity to get even a better price than I did. And it hopefully will get, swing back up in FAZ. Again, if we get any kind of regional bank issues, etc., or just a sector rotation out of financials. Again, we saw a sector rotation into financials late last week. If we get one out of financials back into tech, etc., then we'll take our profits in FAZ shorting financials. Okay, next we'll look at our top swing trading stocks to watch list for this week, and I'll go through the updates, and then we'll also look at those in our watch list Google Sheet and in Webull. Okay, in terms of our top swing trading stocks to watch list for this week, we're still watching APLY. I still have a buy order out. I think it's at 1782. Hasn't quite triggered. I did see APLY dip below 18 slightly. We're just waiting for a little bit of a dip in Apple to pick up that. This is, again, a yield max dividend, pretty good dividend payer on Apple. So if we get a little bit of a dip, we'll pick that up and then kind of hold that to collect those dividends. I expect the next ex-dividend date to be around March 7th. The last was February 7th. You can see the distribution schedule for the Yield Max ETFs in our Dividend Payers Google Sheet. And we also have several videos on the Yield Max ETFs in general, as well as APLY. And you can access those via the link in the notes here. We added Boyle to our watch list this week when we saw natural gas break down. So we're waiting for a bottom or support level of natural gas. It's still pretty much breaking down. Again, the bottom from June of 2020 was about 1.52. So we'll see if it retests that bottom. If so, again, we'll add a scalping swing trade position in Boyle, which is the leverage long on natural gas. Again, we'll see, if it retests that or breaks that previous low of 2020. Again, we saw yesterday, it's been in steep decline recently. Talked about FAZ, again, still opportunities for entry. Again, we use FAS as the top or resistance in FAS to determine the entry point for FAZ. And you can hear how we use those ETFs to trade the financial sector via the link to this previously released video in the notes. We looked at the technology components yesterday. We saw how, FANGU's been running high, breaking out, as well as several of the other technology components. Again, we've got NVIDIA reporting earnings on Wednesday, the 21st. So we may get an exuberant pop or quick decline in the FANGs, as well as semiconductor sector technology in general, based on whether those earnings meet the exuberant expectations or not. So we'll be watching for opportunities to short the FANGs on an overly exuberant pop. And again, use FANGU as the entry point. And again, be aware of the holdings of FANGU versus TECL, etc., the other technology component leveraged ETFs that we watch. Last week, we added LTC, which again is a REIT on healthcare facilities. It was dipping down. I was hoping to get an order in around 30.30, you'll see. And it bounced back up late in the week when we got a little bit of relief in the bond yields. Okay, we talked about semiconductors. Again, we've got MSCI exuberance, NVIDIA exuberance. Again, I'm not overly eager to get in front of that train until after we hear what the NVIDIA earnings are. Reminder, SOX, S, and DRIP have a reverse split coming up on March 25th. Again, you can hear how we use SOXL and SOXS to trade semiconductors via the link to that video in our notes. Welcome, Walter Lyons. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. And similarly, we're already long TECS. TECS is the short on the broader technology sector. You can hear how we use TECL and TECS to trade the technology sector via the bonus link to that video. Also, there's the link to the holdings in TECL. A little different than the FANGs. Again, we're currently long TECS, but it has TECL has since made a new high, so there's still an opportunity if you want to short the broader technology sector using TECS. Just a quick reminder, if you'd like to see our watch list in real time, as well as our bullpen stocks, shopping list stocks, etc. See our price targets, optionality information, etc. You can get access to our watch list Google Sheet by joining our Patreon at any level. We'll be looking at that, our watch list Google Sheet as well. And you can see how you can use our watch list Google Sheet to watch our top swing trading stocks to watch via the bonus links to this video. Our watch list Google Sheet gets updated automatically at the end of each day with our latest watch list, as well as updated price targets, etc. If I do make any intraday changes to our watch list, like when I added Boyle, I post that in the Stocks Watch List channel in our Discord. And again, you can get access to that Stocks Watch List channel in our Discord via any level of our Patreon. So we'll quickly look at our watch list in our Google Sheet, and then we'll look at the charts in Webull as well. So here's our main watch list sheet within our Google Sheet with our top swing trading stocks to watch list. So you can see our price targets, see also dividend information, optionality information, dividend yield information, and the white columns are based on Google Finance functions. The gray shaded columns are updated by our automated systems. I did have a question in the Discord by one of our Patreon members asking if they could make a copy of this Google Sheet and add their own stocks, and certainly you can do that. Just be aware that obviously these gray shaded columns that are automatically updated by our automated systems would not be automatically updated in your copy. But again, the Google Finance functions, as long as you copy those and enter your stocks in the rows that have those Google Finance functions already entered. And again, you can always, copy down more rows if you'd like to add more stocks. So you can select a row, Control D, and copy those Google Finance functions, as well as the automatic. You can fill in the links yourself, etc. So again, you can use this for your own watch lists if you'd like. Just make a copy of the Google Sheet. Just be aware the gray columns will not be automatically updated. So you can see the risk reward profiles, how close they are to our current price targets. And you can watch this in near real time. Those Google Finance functions are delayed about 20 minutes, so it's not true real time, but close enough for our style of swing trading. So if we look at our top swing trading stocks to watch in Webull, again, I'm using the online browser version of Webull. We're watching APLY. So again, I would use, a top or I guess a bottom, a dip in Apple to determine a bottom in APLY. Again, you can see I've got an order. It's about 1782, I believe. I can see what that price target is. So yes, it's 1782, which is the 52-week low. Plug that in. So again, we'll see if we can get a dip in Apple to pick up that order. Talked about oil. Again, we're watching for, a bottom in natural gas. Again, the latest bottom was 151. So I'm watching the natural gas futures in Thinkorswim, which is /NG is the symbol for natural gas in Thinkorswim. Hooked at FANG-U. So FANG-U is the long on the FANGs. You can see it's very close to its 52-week high again. Again, if we get an exuberant report from NVIDIA or just a rotation back into the FANGs, the Magnificent 7 will probably make a new high in FANG-U. So again, not too eager to jump into that, but once we get that overly exuberant pop, then we can short that using FANG-D. We talked about LTC. Again, this is a medical facility, senior living REIT, which we like. We've swung trade profitably. I thought I was going to pick this up last week around 30.30, 30.31, and then it popped back up Thursday and Friday. So again, I'll just wait for a dip. We've had, these bond yields have been oscillating a little bit. If we get the bond yields popping up a little bit, we might be able to catch LTC around that 30.30 level. Again, semiconductors very close to their 52-week high again, and with SMCI running and NVIDIA running, AMD, if we get an overly exuberant pop, that would be the opportunity to enter into SOXS. Similarly with TECL. So again, TECL is a little bit broader technology. It has not retested its recent high recently, so TECS is slowly swinging back up. Again, I got in a little early, around 9:55 or so. So if we just see that retracement correction in technology, then we'll take profits, we'll trail our stop in TECS. So again, plenty of opportunities to get a better price still in TECS for our BeachBum traders. Okay, next we'll look at our bullpen stocks. Again, the concept of our bullpen stocks are not ones that have the swing trading setup that I'd like right now, but they may in the near future. So we identify them, put them in the bullpen, revisit them periodically, and then if their swing trading setup has improved, then we put them in the game, move them up to our top swing trading stocks to watch list. Let me grab a quick drink and we'll go through our updates to our bullpen. We'll look at them in our Google Sheet and again in Webull. Okay, last week we added AREC to our bullpen. AREC is a coking coal company. Again, we looked at that in a little more detail last week, so you can go back. I think I'm snipping out that quick take into a separate video, but haven't released that yet. So you can go back and listen to that segment. Last week we talked about AREC, so if we get a sector rotation back out of coking coal, we think AREC might be attractive. One I want to add to our bullpen and discuss and do a little bit of a quick take due diligence on this week is AIMX. AIMX is a semiconductor company. They are based in Taiwan, and it popped up in one of my queries as potentially having a good swing trading setup. Just a note, we've stayed away from companies in China, Taiwan, and Hong Kong for the past several years on the risk of a possible invasion or takeover of Taiwan by China. And in looking at this, this being a semiconductor company, I thought it might have potential, might get some tailwind from the exuberance in semiconductors in general. Looked like a pretty decent setup. And in rethinking that political situation, I thought, if that were to happen, yes, any Taiwanese company would suffer, their stock would suffer significantly. They might get halted, for a period of time, but I don't think they would be permanently halted like the Russian companies were. Also, several of these do have operations outside of Taiwan, so I'm willing to risk looking at HIMX or Taiwanese, semiconductor type companies. And as we'll see, HIMX is a profitable semiconductor company. So you see, they are profitable. They make decent money. PE's not, ridiculous. Debt's not ridiculous. It is optionable. Not a discrepancy with outstanding and float. If we look at their profile, we can see the types of semiconductors that they make, essentially image processing. Driver integrated circuit, non-driver products, display drivers, timing controllers, wafer level optics. So again, it's video and visual displays, liquid crystal, used for virtual reality devices. So your Oculus, your Vision Pros, your etc., used for TVs, laptops, etc. Look at their EBITDA. So they make good money. Their EPS, again, they're profitable. Look at the recent quarters. So it looks EBITDA has been increasing. EPS has been increasing. So that looks attractive. We look at their charts. You can see it's been kind of bouncing around. They did have positive earnings, actually surprised positively on earnings, as well as revenue in their last earnings report, and yet it's very close to its bottom. Got decent amount of upside. You can see on the weekly though it's in decline, so we'd like to see where is that support level. Looks like maybe around this 522-ish level, or longer term 480 level. So again, the risk reward's got potential all the way up to almost 18. So nice risk reward profile. Again, bottom maybe about 2. So maybe 3 downside, 13 upside. So again, nice risk reward profile. Also want to look at their profile quickly in ChartMill. Look at their fundamental health, etc. So again, you can access these via the links in the notes. So we can see valuations very good, growth a little below average, profitability is a little above average, does pay a dividend, looks a little below average health. Look at the fundamentals quickly. It's got 5 out of 10, so it's a medium profitability, doesn't score well on financial health. Decent growth rate in combination with cheap valuation. So positive feedback from ChartMill. So again, good profitability, growth a little above average, health a little above or below average, valuation pretty good. Look at their Altman Z score quickly. So it's positive, but a little low. So again, no risk of a bankruptcy, etc. So financially pretty healthy. If we look at the technical analysis quickly, Again, right now it's showing 0. So again, that's why I have it in the bullpen. It looks like one that we want to watch, but right now the technical setup isn't quite what we would like to see for a swing trade. So again, we'll be keeping an eye on HIMX in our bullpen, and as the technical setup improves, then we can move it up to our top swing trading stocks to watch as a potential candidate. So let me know what you all think. Have you owned HIMX before? What do you think of the company? Do you have any experience with this company? Let me know your thoughts in the comments in our Discord, etc. Another one we're watching in our bullpen for a while is LXU. You can hear our previous due diligence on LXU, LSB Industries. It's a chemical company. Via the link in our notes. Same way with Mosaic. Again, we've been watching Mosaic as an agricultural input company. And again, we've done a little analysis on them in the past. Similarly with REMX, Rare Earth Materials, ETF, which contains MP, which is one of the ones that we like to watch. Again, we've been watching this for a little while, and you can hear our discussion on REMX via the link to that video. Another one I'm adding back into our bullpen, I believe this is an Easy Mike favorite, is SAR, Saratoga Investment Corp. Again, you can hear our previous discussions on Saratoga Investment Corp, SAR, via the link to that video in our notes. It's a dividend payer, so the reason I'm looking at it is primarily dividends, not so much price appreciation. And we'll look at SAR again when we get to our dividend payers Google Sheet. So again, you can track and watch all these now in near real time in our in the bullpen sheet within our watch list Google Sheet. So again, it's much easier to watch these as they turn green, approach their buy price, so you can see where our target prices are on the various stocks, how close they are, whether they're moving up or down, risk-reward profile, etc. Also links to their FinBiz profiles, dividend information, all via the bullpen sheet in our watch list Google Sheet. And again, you can get access to that via any level of our Patreon. Welcome, Logan Flips. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. So let me grab a quick drink and we will jump over to Webull and look at those charts for our bullpen stocks in Webull. Just a quick reminder, if you're not already using Webull, you'd still get up to 75 free fractional shares of stock by opening an account and depositing 25K or more. If you deposit less than 25K, you still get 20 free fractional shares of stock, each worth $3,000 to $3,000. As you can see, we use Webull for our market analysis, our due diligence, the majority of our trading. It's our preferred trading platform. And if you would join via our affiliate link in the description box below, you can get your free fractional shares of stock and also help support our BeachBum trading community, which we always appreciate. Again, I'm using the online browser version of Webull. Other nice features, you can have all kinds of different watch lists. So I just flip over to my bullpen watch list and we can flip through those charts very easily. Again, we can see AREC, which is the coking coal. One we're watching has popped up a little bit, so we'd like to see, a little bit of a correction retracement. If we get a sector rotation out of coking coal like we've seen recently, be a decent opportunity, down by this support level. And here's IMX, the Taiwanese semiconductor company. So we can see it was in pretty steep decline, been in relatively steep decline. In this 520 area looks like decent support. So again, if we just see a good stable bottom, swing back up, got plenty of upside into the low mid sevens, and then longer term we saw up to about 18 or so. LXU, again, chemical company, recently popped back up. So again, we'd like to see it correct a little bit, get a cheaper price. I think I'm looking at that 730 level. Mosaic looks like it finally bounced up, so we'll see, but it looks like it keeps getting rejected off this resistance level. So it's finding support around this 29.25, resistance around 30.50, 30.75. So we'll see if this support holds, if it gets rejected again. As Easy Mike also pointed out, RAMX, rare earth materials, bounced back up. So again, we'll see if we get a rotation back out of that. Rare earth materials down around 44 again. And SAR, and this is at Saratoga. So let's see, I've got my price around the 52-week low. So again, if we just see a little bit of a dip in Saratoga, then we'll pick that up again for the dividend, more so than the price appreciation. And we'll look at that again in more detail in the dividend payers Google sheet. Don't have any new honorable mentions this week. Again, our shopping list, and we'll look at our shopping list in the Watchlist Google sheet. So now you can see which ones we have on our shopping list. And we always recommend you have your list of stocks you want to buy on any irrational reaction in earnings or correction, sector rotation, any opportunity. If you can know which stocks you want to pick up, that's great. We just always recommend that you avoid zombie stocks, zombie companies. As we talked about yesterday, we're still seeing smoldering inflation. So rates are, Fed interest rates are likely to be higher for longer. That's going to put, longer term pressure on these money losing zombie companies. We'll probably see more of them go under. So again, we recommend avoiding those. Again, none of our content is financial advice. We're not financial advisors. All of our content is for education and entertainment purposes only, and we hope this helps. Alan Kratz is pointing out another feature of Webull is they do pay, last I saw they were paying 5% interest on uninvested cash in your cash account. So Alan Kratz said he's finally started getting interest on their cash in Webull. So another benefit, another feature using Webull. Another thing we've developed, another tool we've developed to hopefully help you with your shopping list stocks and or your other trading is we developed this biotech due diligence Google sheet where you can use to calculate the quarter's cash flow positive for any biotech stock or any money losing stock. So again, this is accessible, available to our all access and VIP Patreons. So again, you can use this to see how long a company has before they're going to run out of cash. And we'd love to hear what other tools you would like to see either added to that biotech due diligence Google sheet or other tools that would help you, succeed in your trading, help you make money trading, succeed in your trading career. So please let us know what other types of tools, resources we can help provide to you. So you can see the stocks we have in our shopping list via the shop list tab in our watch list Google sheet. So I've got, some of the major techs, Disney, we We have swung trade recently. It's now significantly higher. Others that have had irrational reactions to earnings in the past, like Bud, Cody, IBM. We watch JEPI, JEPQ for dividend opportunities. The REITs we like, LTC, Land, O, Stag, opportunities for uranium, oil. There's MP materials, so another way to easily track the rare earth materials. I could see if that's going up or down, in addition to REMX in our bullpen. And again, you can make a copy of this whole Google sheet and add your stocks to the shopping list tabs as well. Just understand the gray columns will not be automatically updated, as those are updated by our automated systems at the end of each day. Okay, next we'll look at our dividend payers Google sheet. So if anybody has an additional dividend payer that you'd like to take a look at, if you throw those tickers up in the chat, we can take a look at those in our dividend payers Google sheet. Otherwise, I'll quickly whip through just a few of the ones we're watching. Let me grab a quick drink and we'll continue. Just a quick reminder, you can get 24/7 access to this dividend payers Google sheet, as well as our ETFs Google sheet and our puts ROIC, which we use for options trading, that we'll take a look at in a few minutes by joining our Patreon at the all access or VIP level. And again, we have a whole series of videos on how you can use our dividend payers Google sheet to find the best dividend paying stocks, to build your schedule of dividend paying stocks, to generate income with whatever profile, schedule, risk reward profiles that you would like, again, by using our dividend payers Google sheet. Here's APLY. So again, this is the yield max on Apple that we're watching. Again, I'd like it a little bit cheaper at this 1782 52-week low level. So you can see it pays, right now it's paid 17 cents on February. So it's got both price appreciation opportunity as well as nice net yield. And go to SAR. So we'll look at Saratoga, again, another one we're watching. So you can see we've actually added that to our database now, so I can remove the highlighting. So we can see it's got a nominal yield of about 12.65, pays a 72-cent quarterly. Last dividend, ex-dividend date was 12/8, so I would expect around March 8 or so. So again, 72 cents for the quarter. You can see it's got a decent nominal yield, 12%. It's performed decently. See where the price is. Right now it's at 23. If I can get it down 22, would be even better. We've got some time. Again, it's performed, 1.4% for the year, so it's got a positive performance. I did look at their business again, and it's, asset management. It sounds like almost a BDC type, a business development company type of business. So I just wanted to make sure it wasn't, commercial real estate or something that might be more vulnerable. Talked about TSLY, which again is the yield max on Tesla. We're still holding this TSLY, trailing it with a stop. I think I've got a break even, pretty much break even stop right now. We've already collected a monthly dividend on TSLY. FAZ, again, I'm not trading that for the dividend. I'm trading that for price appreciation for a swing trade. I believe Easy Mike likes IEF and IEI. So you can see their monthly dividends, 24 and 29 cents. You can see their risk reward profiles. Again, not a lot of price appreciation, but relatively stable. So these are bond funds on 7 and 10 and 3 to 7 year. So again, if you're looking for stable monthly incomes, those are some you might be interested in. Yes, Alan Krentz is pointing out that TSLY, they're doing a 1-for-2 split this week. So not a major split, but if you were looking at also trying to sell covered calls on your own against TSLY, or well, we can see if it's even optionable. So again, we've got optionality information in our Google Sheet as well. So let's see, it is optionable, so you could, in theory, sell your own covered calls against the TSLY position. In that case, splits might be of concern to you. So we'll see, there's Hershey. Easy Mike, we talked about Hershey before. Easy Mike's talking about IEF and IEI as, place to park cash, get a monthly dividend, not a lot of risk reward. But again, a place to park cash, get a monthly dividend. So again, you can use this Google Sheet for whatever strategy, income schedule you would like. Here's land. Again, we're currently long land. Again, we're trading it for price appreciation, not so much for their 5-cent dividend. Just a note, it goes ex-dividend on, actually it's February 20th, which again will be Tuesday. So if you're not already in land, it's going to go ex-dividend on Tuesday. So really no opportunity for this month. But again, it's not a significant dividend. Here's LTC, again, 19-cent monthly dividend. So the nominal yield's about 7%, but again, we're looking more for price appreciation. So I'd like to get it around that 30-30 level and get the price appreciation. Just checking the chat for any additionals. I know some people have been using NVDY, again, a way you can trade NVIDIA and collect a dividend. So again, if anybody else has something, I have been watching these TLT, TLTW. If we continue to see a decline in treasuries, these might get interesting. Still significantly above its support level, 52-week high. So again, if anybody else has another dividend payer you want to look at, we can come back and take a look at those as well. So next we'll talk about and look at some opportunities in the options trading. So another strategy we use in addition to our swing trading and dividend payers is we sell covered calls against our positions when they're going up, buy them back when they're coming down, sell puts on stocks going down, buy them back when they're going back up. And we use our puts ROIC Google Sheet to help us identify opportunities to sell and buy back puts. So we'll take a look at that in a second. Let me grab a drink and we'll look at any potential opportunities for selling and buying back puts. Okay, and just another reminders, you can get 24/7 access also to this puts ROIC Google Sheet to help you identify opportunities to sell and buy back puts by joining our Patreon at the All Access or VIP level. Let me try to answer Alan Krentz's question real quickly about dividend payers, and we'll come back and look at puts. So you're asking about USOI, which is one of the so yes, USOI goes ex-dividend on Tuesday. So again, if you're not already in USOI, probably missed the opportunity for this month's dividend, and that probably applies to SLBO and GLDI, which are the also the Credit Suisse ETN. So yeah, they're all February 20th, so they all go ex-dividend on Tuesday. So again, if you're not already in those, you won't get the dividend for this month, but it may be an opportunity to get in cheap on the ex-dividend date. Again, you expect them to drop in price equivalent to the dividend payment. Occasionally, you'll get an irrational reaction and it'll dip farther than the dividend payment, and that may be an opportunity to get in a little bit cheaper. Welcome, Trading Part-Time. Glad to see you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for reminding our viewers to smash the like button, which we would greatly appreciate. Let's help us try to get the YouTube algorithm to share our content with more traders around the world. So back to our puts ROIC Google Sheet. Just a quick addition to our research tab is I added this LSCC, Lattice Semiconductor Corp. I want to look at them briefly also in FinViz, but you can see I identified them. I go and use this option seller ROI tool, which you can find on the tools sheet of our puts ROIC Google Sheet, and spin through those each day, see if there's any new ones that look like potential candidates. And this LSCC popped up. So I wanted to do the research on that at a 50 strike price, March expiration. So we can take a look at that one real quickly. So again, I use the research tab to potentially identify options that might be attractive for selling puts, have our automated systems collect the data on those options, and then we can see what kind of return on capital they would offer. So here's that LSCC. It's currently at 73. I looked at the bottom, looked like around 50. You see the option pricing isn't very attractive right now. It had a 52-week high of 480. So again, right now it's not terribly attractive to sell a put on. But at 480, it would be over 6%. So that becomes attractive if those options premiums pop up. So here's LSCC. So again, you can see the 52-week low was just above 50. It is profitable. Another semiconductor profitable semiconductor, U.S. based. It showed up as having volatility. So I wanted to see if that might be an opportunity. You know, if we get a negative reaction to semiconductors based on NVIDIA, maybe this option might be something we want to sell a put on. So it's again available in the research tab. We'll see if those premiums improve, and if so, then that's something we could consider selling a put on as well. The ones in our main watch list, again, the VIX is still pretty low, under 14, so premiums are not terribly attractive. So the main watch list, there isn't anything overly attractive right now. Some, we did have that spike in the VIX, and some started to become attractive. But the ROIC in general, where those options are right now, I don't have anybody over 5%. Norwegian Cruise is up a little bit, but we would need to see it higher to get a more attractive ROIC. I do have an order out on United Airlines at 490 or so. That'd give me a 7% ROIC, but it hasn't really popped up yet. So again, we'll keep an eye on that. If we get additional volatility, we might be able to sell some puts and generate some additional income in that way. So if anybody else has another stock that you'd like us to do the research on for potentially selling, buying back puts, you can let us know in the comments. Give us the ticker, the strike price, the expiration date. Again, we can plug it into our systems, collect that data, and then that would be available at the end of each day in our puts ROIC Google Sheet. And again, the gray columns are updated by our automated systems. The white columns are Google Finance functions, so those will update. We see who's moving down, which would be green for selling puts, who's moving up, which is red for selling puts, and the inverse for buying them back if we already have sold something. Okay, just a quick reminder that the markets are closed on Monday for President's Day. So again, those stocks, those dividend payers that have an ex-dividend on Tuesday, 220, it's not really any further opportunity to get into them now. The last opportunity was Friday, but they will go ex-dividend on Tuesday. So again, if you see an irrational reaction, might be an opportunity to get them cheap on Tuesday. Let me check the chat, see if anybody has any other questions or stocks you want to quickly look at today. If I missed your question or your ticker symbol previously, I apologize, and you please throw them back up. Again, if you have any recommendations for improvement for our weekly trading game plans, for any of our tools, our Google Sheets, any additional tools you'd like to see, any improvements to our videos, our community. Again, other than just the few channels I pointed out that are exclusive to our Patreons, we have all kinds of additional channels in our Discord. Our Discord's free to join, so you can also give us feedback in our Discord. We have a suggestion box. You can also always tag me and ask questions, comments. Again, we're BeachBum Trading, no other characters, no numbers, etc. You can also contact us via our social media sites, so you can find links to all of our social media sites, as well as a link to the free invite for our Discord on the link section on our homepage, which is beachbumtrading.com, but without the U. So again, plenty of ways you can provide us feedback, ask us questions if you want us to do research on any other stocks. Put them in the comments, contact us via social media, or also in our Discord. Easy Mike saying he's getting contact by imposters. So again, in our Discord, we're BeachBum Trading, all lowercase, no numbers or characters, etc. So that's us. So if you get an invite or asking to send money, we would never do that. If you get contacted by anyone else, that's not BeachBum Trading, all lowercase. That's an imposter. We've tried to keep our Discord clean, but they can still send you a friend request or DM requests, etc. So please ignore those. And if you do see someone in our Discord, let us know. We'll quickly ban them. So again, we hope that you like this content. Please smash the like button. help us get the YouTube algorithm to hopefully eventually share our content with more traders around the world. We'd greatly appreciate it if you would directly share our content with your fellow traders, others that would benefit from our community. Let us know how we can improve our community to add more value for all of our fellow BeachBum traders. If you're not already subscribed, we hope you will choose to subscribe. And again, share our content. Also, if you follow us on social media, on Twitter, repost our postings on Twitter or now X. We have a Facebook group as well you can participate in, share our content there as well. So plenty of ways we can interact with our community. And again, we'd encourage everyone to join our Discord, participate in our Discord, because we can continue these discussions 24/7 in our Discord. So thank you again to everyone that joined us in the chat, everyone that's watching after the fact. We greatly appreciate your participation and support. And we will see you all on Tuesday for continued trading. We hope you enjoy your day off on President's Day, Monday. We'll see you all again on Tuesday. And we hope you'll come back same time next weekend, 10 a.m. Saturdays and Sundays, for our weekly trading game plan live stream. So thank you again and have a great weekend. Bye.